Nice to see you again. I don't think I'm going to have anything recording in the background because, well, it's been a while since I put out a video, and I'm just trying to be consistent, or as consistent as possible. I hope everybody has been having a good time. A lot has happened. My husband, the girls and I, we went on our first road trip ever. And it was a very nice trip. It was nice to be able to be in the car and be able to just take our time and get somewhere. I know most people will travel by plane, boat, train, or many other forms of transportation in between. But there's nothing like being in a car with your family, music, and the one thing we didn't do, we didn't sing the 100 bottles of pop on the wall or 100 bottles of soda or whatever. But then again, I don't think I really know that song. No, Violet doesn't know the Green Bottle song, but I'm still taking art commissions. I'll probably put my email in the description so that we can discuss what you want me to draw. I can draw you a random art piece. I can draw you pages for your children's book. I can draw you, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Just give me a second. I can draw a storyboard for you. And like I said, black and white is going to be $10, and then color is going to be $20. So that way, you know everything that's going on with me and all that good stuff. The trip went well. I'm home, trying to get back used to being home. I feel like I done cleaned up all this stuff upstairs just for everything to get messy again. But then again, that's the life of a wife and mother. You're always cleaning something, whether it's a mess you made, whether it's a mess the kids made, or the one your husband made, doing something. And again, my husband really doesn't make a whole bunch of messes, though. No, he basically just sticks to whatever routine he does, and he's just, everything always stays in the same spot for him. It's just me and the girls that are like kind of chaotic, especially the girls, because they purposefully make messes. They like to see everything all over the place. The only time I make a mess is if it's by accident, because, I'm trying to freaking clean every day. The house is never really the way I want it, because there's always something being thrown on the floor. But I guess that's just the life of people with little kids. And we still have little kids, so it's just something I'm going to have to deal with for a little while. Ever since I've come back from the trip, lesson time has been going well. I've been consistent with that. I've been constantly doing my daily prayer, and I'm still fasting. It's been the main thing that's been helping me get through these days. If anything changes, I probably will say it in a video, but unless I say it in a video, I guess you can just always assume that I'm fasting during the daytime. It's been one of the main things keeping my anxiety low. Because, I still have pills and everything, but it's been the main thing keeping my anxiety low, because eating has been an anxiety trigger. So I'm just been trying to manage it. Yes, there's the things that need to change. There's a lot of things that I got to work on this year. And I'm going to do it, It's just noticing everything that you have to do is a bit painful, because it's like, it seems like it's a giant mountain in front of you to climb, because it's not just one thing, it's another and another, and it goes on until you get so overwhelmed you don't want to do anything. Which is why we always have to start small before we start really completing any big task. You never complete a big task by starting big. You'll get overwhelmed, and then you'll just say, fuck it. And then nothing gets done. And then you're just stuck looking pitiful and feeling pitiful about yourself. I also haven't really been posting a lot of my art. Everything's just been put on a pause, and I'm trying to get it right back in order. Right after this video, I'm going to work on this comic strip right here. And you should see it online sometime soon. Music has been one of the main things that's been getting me through my housework. I would say podcasts too, but podcasts don't get me through. Like, I'd be too busy trying to pay attention to every detail on the podcast that I don't clean anything. See, music, you move with it. Music moves with you, and you get a chance to just get things done. Some people can listen to a podcast and get a lot of things done. But me, like I said, I just want to be paying way too much attention to everything because I'm nosy. So I never get anything done, so I'm just stuck there. Like, I can probably draw or color while listening to a podcast, but cleaning, no, that's not going to happen. Well, I only got a couple more days to go before I'm 29. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, a lot of people don't really like getting old, but getting old is a blessing because it means you had a chance to live a full life, and that is a privilege within itself, especially with all the diseases and with all the, the chaotic behaviors going on in the world. And a lot of us listen to true crime podcasts, so we know there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world that can take you out like that. The best thing all of us can do is to try to enjoy every single moment we have. If you're around people, enjoy your time with those people. Make every moment with those people positive, because people are going to remember how you make them feel, and you're going to remember how people make you feel. And I would say this applies to relationships too, because there's some romantic relationships that are just not going to last long, which is why you get the most and you get the best out of that time with that person. Because you don't want to have any regrets. If you have a whole bunch of negative moments with them, all you're going to do is hold on to it because you're holding on to toxicity. And I guess toxicity can be very addictive, but you don't want your life to be about negativity. And it takes a lot of energy to do bad things or toxic things or things that don't make you happy, or at least things that don't make you happy overall. I went downstairs to check on the girls, and all they're doing is playing with stickers. Yay! Because I remember one time I came upstairs and my eldest daughter was playing with foot spray. And had the house smelling like lavender for a matter of, 4 to 5 days now? The lavender smell has molded out. It's fizzled away a little bit, but yeah, she had this house smelling like all types of lavender. But it's just stickers, so they're playing with the safe stuff. That's wonderful. Because you don't know how many times I get scared that they've found something like a needle or a screw or a knife. But they shouldn't find a knife because there's a baby gate. And they shouldn't be able to get any knives because of that baby gate. And luckily Violet's 5, which means she's still too short to really put her feet over there. So that's a good thing. I need to teach my girls how to respect boundaries. And I think that's a difficult thing for me to teach them because they're kids. They want to touch things. They want to experience things physically. So it's like, I guess you just have to constantly be on them about things they shouldn't be messing with or whatever. But I'll figure it out. There's a lot of things that I need to teach kids, and that's why I have lesson time every day. So it's like an easy way to teach them. Because, if you don't have things like lesson time, you have to just fit the lesson in wherever you can, And that can be a bit rough because you'll get caught up into your day. If you don't set time for things, there's a lot of things that are going to be missed. And there's a lot of things that are just going to be in the way. Hey, Vi. Well, one of them is over here. One is over there. Oh yeah, and 2 is over there.
One is over here.
Yeah, you gonna pick that up, take it to Leah? So you're not gonna take one to Leah? She gotta get it herself. Oh, okay. But yeah, cherish every moment you have with people. Not just because death exists, even though that's a big factor in all of this. But because of death, and also because you want to look back at your memories and not have any regrets. And the best way to not have any regrets is to have way more happy memories than not so happy ones. What we did was we went to my sister-in-law's wedding, and it was a very nice wedding. They looked so happy together. There were tears. Everybody was emotional. And, you know, I'm happy we went out there, had some new experiences, and now we have a place that we can visit again because we know we can do it. Because, you know, my husband's still trying to get used to driving, and we are trying to get used to actually having a life, because my husband and I, we used to be so attached to our parents and to some degree at their beck and call, but we don't have our parents anymore. So it's like we have to be ourselves. Maybe that's another lesson. Everybody's situation is different, but in general, especially if you have good parents, I would say spend a lot of time with your parents and enjoy your time with your parents. Make positive moments with them, because you won't have them forever. And then you have to adjust your life to it just being you. And coming from experience, that's a very, very hard task that I have been trying to tackle. Especially from a person that really barely knew how to make any decisions for herself. Because my mother and father, they would make the decisions for me most of the time. The only reason my husband was my boyfriend at 17, opposed to him being my boyfriend at 15 when we met. Well, yeah, here's the thing. At the beginning of the year, around March or whatever, when my birthday comes, we wound up being the same age until August when his birthday comes. Plus, he was born a year before me, so this is why we have this weird age gap, you would say. Because normally when people talk about age gap, they talk about people that are like 5+ years apart from each other. We have a teeny age gap, but it's like within months of each other. Yeah, and opposed to when we were 15 was because my mother wouldn't allow it. And I did whatever my mother said. My husband and I were high school sweethearts. So there was a lot of things that were restricted with us. And his mother restricted him from certain things too. I mean, she was a little bit more lenient with my husband, at least to my knowledge, because he was able to walk around and do whatever he felt like. When I was a kid, I was basically sheltered. I was in the house most of the time, unless mom and I went somewhere with our family members, or mom and I went somewhere with dad. So it's really hard for me to adjust to things without my parents. Because normally I would just call them and text them and give them, you know, play-by-play of what's happening or whatever. And it's just, they're not here, or at least they're not physically here. And the only thing that I can hope for is that there is a spirit world, so that I know that they know that we're okay. And if I knew that for sure, I would be able to live in peace without feeling so freaking stressed. Maybe I wouldn't be, you know, out in space, for lack of more accurate words. Yeah, it was wonderful. I'm happy to be starting back making videos. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully to talk about something more entertaining. Maybe I'll put some pictures at the end of this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.